Ciao a tutti ragazzi e bentornati nuovamente sul canale Raistlin. Continuiamo con Alan Wake Remastered. Dai. Allora, sempre nell'episodio 4, verità, e siamo arrivati alla fattoria con il nostro amico Barry. Penso che abbiamo quasi concluso anche questo episodio, quindi sicuramente inizieremo anche il quinto episodio. Io direi di incominciare subito questa nuovissima puntata di Alan Wake per vedere che cosa succederà. Buona visione! Ok, sì, eccoci, siamo qui nel sogno, stiamo facendo questo sogno particolare.
Alice, I'm coming. It's all right. I'm coming.
It was a crazy drunken dream, and yet it was more than that. It was the truth, a suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons' moonshine. I was there, an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright Falls, the night Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened.
Alice?
I remembered
Alice?
being surprised to see the cabin dark. Alice would have never turned the lights off. I remembered thinking I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness. Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that, the next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crashed car and finding the first pages of the manuscript. Beyond this lost memory, there was nothing. I had to follow the footsteps of my past self to find out what had happened that night. I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned.
Alice!
Jagger had Alice, and so she had me.
Alice!
I'd been easy
Chiarda.
prey.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window?
Alice?
Maybe she didn't drown after all. Maybe she's inside.
Alice!
Yes.
Torniamo su.
The dark presence had touched me. She had dug her nails into my brain and used me, made me her puppet.
She must be here somewhere. Maybe upstairs in the study.
Alice!
Yes, that's where she is. You can apologize.
Alice!
You laugh at the whole thing together and put it
Alice?
behind you. She's not here.
Ma no.
You're foolish to think so. No, she's dead. She drowned.
No, no, no!
It's your fault your wife is dead. You are guilty. All she wanted was to help you right. You killed her.
Ah!
Ma non è
Oh,
vero.
hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She
mi sta
wanted you
dando?
to write. I will tell you what to do. You can write her back. The story will come true, and all will be well again.
She
Scrivi.
had Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her.
Tutti voglio che ne scrivono.
Yes. All right. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back.
Andiamo bene.
No. I wrote it. I remembered it all now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Even with the cobwebs she put in my head, some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story. to bring a light into the cabin to release me before I could finish. To interrupt the horror story before the ending, where darkness consumed everything and everyone. Zane was weak and far away, but I had written him into the story, and his light had been enough to set me free.
It isn't here now. I'm here because it was written. I brought the light to set you free. You must hurry. You will know I'm here. It will be back soon. It stole the skin of my art a long time ago. She looks so old.
I had woken up, confused and groggy, my mind consumed by darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape.
Non mi sembra che siamo andati molto lontani.
The week spent in the cabin had taken its toll. I was barely conscious and fading fast. It had to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even deeper into whatever dark place he now haunted. But he had managed to weaken the dark presence, kept me safe that night.
Come è nato l'incidente.
I wrote it. It's my fault.
That's right, James Joyce. It's your fault and you're gonna pay for it.
Tam tam. Come ho detto, è finito. E vabbè.
Previously on Alan Wake. Under the influence of the dark presence, I wrote a horror story that is coming true. Jagger had been my editor, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. Some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story.
Together we can create something absolutely wonderful.
The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. My mom gave me this old light switch.
The CLIKER.
Alice is being kept in a dark prison. I need to find Cynthia Weaver to fix this.
It's your fault and you're gonna pay for it.
Il CLIKER. Oh, e che è il CLIKER? Oh.
Well, we're expecting a record crowd from the neighboring counties. Naturally, we hope to break the record set by last year's Moose Fest in our neighboring town, Watery. Ladies and gentlemen, some people have asked me, what's the big deal about Deer Fest? And I think that this sums it up. It's about friendship and community. We've got a great party coming up, but let's try to hold it in until tomorrow and get through the night in one piece, all right?
I have it. Someone will come for it when the time is right. Thomas said so. He wrote it. The key is insurance. It's my job to keep it safe. Safe in the light. Always in the light.
No, non mi rompete le scatole e fatemi dormire. Questo ha detto.
All the manuscript pages were gone. The FBI agent had taken them.
I think my tongue just took a crap in my mouth. Ugh.
Almeno c'è la carta
Wait,
igienica.
we're in jail now? Al. Al, this is not good.
That about sums it up.
Oh, I am never drinking again.
I need to talk to Weaver. She's the one in the song. The Lady of the Light.
What, the crazy lady? Ugh, whatever you say, Al, but we're stuck here. They're not gonna...
interviewed Wake.
I had some reading to do first, Sheriff, and let me tell you, it was an interesting read. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent. There's no way you're walking out of here. You hear me in there, Bret Easton Ellis? Huh?
Agent Nightingale, I want to talk to your superior.
Well, we all want things, Sheriff. I wanted my... Look, that's not possible right now.
Agent Nightingale, I insist.
Wake,
Wake, what's wrong?
Lady, are you stupid? It's a trick. It's an obvious trick.
Okay, I've had enough of this crap. Wake, I'm gonna trust you with this.
You're joking.
Agent Nightingale, your opinion would matter more if you were sober and if I actually believed you were here on official business.
Whoa! Get back in the cell, Stephen King. The only way you're leaving this place is over my dead...
Wait a minute. I know.
Ecco.
Oh my god!
Mo ci credi pure tu.
Light. We need light. It's the only way to...
Scusa.
Nightingale tried to make sense of the manuscript. It was disjointed and strange. He didn't understand half of it, but it all rang true. Impossibly true. He took out his hip flask when he reached the page that described how he reached the page that made him take out his hip flask. It wasn't the booze that made his mind reel.
Interessante.
Fight this thing.
In my office. I've got your things there. Follow me.
Oh man, we're
So-
sitting ducks with the lights out.
Nightingale felt the situation veering out of his control, but the gun at least felt steady in his hands. He was ready to fire, resolved that he would let this happen over his dead body. And yet he hesitated. He had seen this moment before, read it in the page. He was transfixed by the déjà vu and the horror that he was a character in a story someone had written. Then the monster...
Vabbè.
Stay cool. I can get the emergency power on.
Intanto raccogliamo erbengala, che ci interessa molto. Mi sa che pure lo sceriffo dead. Ti pare che funziona? Sì, oh, grande.
Here are your things.
Qui ci sta un
Wait,
faro.
what do I need to know? What do you need from me?
They can be hurt in the light, only in the light. And I need to find Cynthia Weaver. She can help me stop this.
Light. Check. Cynthia. She lives in the old decommissioned power plant. I can get you there pretty quickly in the rescue chopper. Come on, let's get back to your friend.
Ecco. Oh, mi stava dimenticato più importante
Wheeler,
qui.
I need you to stay here.
What? No.
We're going to fetch our ride, but I have friends who need to be warned about this, and I can't be in two places at once. I need your help.
Well, okay.
Here's a list of people and phone numbers. I need you to call them and tell them you have a message from me. Night Springs, okay? They'll know what to do.
Night Springs? Like the TV show? Gotcha. Oh, hey, that radio guy is on the list, Maine. Who's Frank Breaker? He related to you?
My dad.
Hey, is this like a secret society?
Can you do this? You'll be safe here. The backup power's on. These guys need to be alerted, just in case we don't come back.
You'll come back for me though, right?
As soon as we get the chopper ready. Thanks, Wheeler. I owe you one. Okay, let's go, Wake. Through the bath.
Through the bath.
Hangover wants a pizza. You think there's any way I could order one out?
Vabbè, poi parli coso. Mo me ne devo andare.
Hello, Breaker. This is Barry Wheeler.
Senti, vado a fare un
hell.
giro.
Whatever took Nightingale must have broken the gate controls. We can't reach the gate's control box from here. We need to get to the other side over the rooftop.
I'll go. I'll open the gate for you once I'm across. You stay here in the light and cover me, Sheriff, okay?
Dove devo andare? Mi sa che devo andare là sopra. No. Pippa.
I needed to reach the rooftop to get to the other side of the broken gate.
Sì, allora vedi, stanno, giusto? Ho capito. Ah, sì, ecco qui. Hai capito che balorda? Quella... Sono nascoste. Io le distruggo tutte perché così se dopo dovessi scappare non me le ritrovo in mezzo alle balls. Sì, vabbè. Facciamo un po' di parkour. Parkour. Ecco. Tire. Corvacci. Malefici. Oh. Oh. Te pareva a te. Oh, mi sa che sono morto. Mi sa che forse proprio di là non dovevo andare. Secondo me devo accoppare tutti questi balordi corvacci. Chi è? Buono, buono che tu sei capace. Madonna, come faccio qua? Questa è una pippa al sugo, porca miseria. No, buoni che ce l'ho fatta.
Hey, Sheriff! Your password. Night Springs? What's that all about?
It's a stupid joke we have. That Bright Falls is the original inspiration for the TV show. This town can get weird at times. Never this weird, though. You need to bypass the damaged control box.
What am I, an electrician? Hold on!
Ow, damn! That's smarts.
Good job, Willie. Okay, stick close. Our first stop is the town hall. The keys
Bene,
to the chopper are there.
Poi c'è sta una quantità di... Ci sono una quantità di cattivi che a metà basta. Vabbè, ci pensa lei. Guarda avanti, so. Ma che t'ho evitato? Ti porta a casa. Oh, buono, qua c'è qualcosa. Devo andare alla ricerca di quel qualcosa. Aspetta, signori. Ti è? Ti è? Lo metto subito. Con 10B subito. Mazza qua, sono proprio incacchiosi, le ombre, ragazzi. Quando sta? Ah. Chi? Se ne era accorta la shot the sheriff. Oh. Fantastico. Mazza, oh.
And I thought New Yorkers were rude.
Potente la signorina. Delle maniere forti, va. Bene.
Wake, over here! There's light!
C'è pure un sacco di roba da prendere.
I have a key. Watch my back, Wake.
C'è una quantità di mostri. Ah, cosa qua? Molto forte, direi. Sì, vabbè. Mi sa che mo' è morto qua il segaiolo. Rido solo, scusate.
Let's go, Wake.
Ha aperto sta porta, signori? Sì. Brava. Lo strano che non ci sia un po' di caffettigno per me. Ma però c'è sta in bengala. 3 addirittura. No, Niente caffè.
Okay, someone's messed with the fuse box here, but you should be able to jury-rig it while I find the keys.
I already got electrocuted once today. How about I look for the keys and you get burned for a change?
Giusto, mazza, oh. Che uomo che
They should be
sei.
in the clerk's office on the
Qui
other
per
side of the
suo.
building, near the main entrance.
Gotcha.
Che ha detto? No, non ho letto. Vabbè.
The darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's face was furious. The story in the manuscript had been making it stronger all the time, but now the light had set the writer free and hurt it, weakened it. It was only a matter of days before the dark presence would be strong again, but meanwhile, it would be difficult to recapture the writer. The message was from Barry. He was getting worried at the station. He wanted us to hurry.
Ah, questo è uno cazzuto. Molto. Molto cazzuto. Allora, se mi ha sfornata la porta è perché evidentemente io devo andare di qua. Fucile da caccia. Ma a me piace più quello che c'ho. Ah, però mi stanno a dare munizioni del fucile da caccia. 6. Vediamo queste, va. Qua c'è la luce. Cioè, no, questa è stata lei che ha acceso la luce. Dove sta andando sto essere abominevole?
Okay, Sheriff, I got the keys.
Mi sa che non c'è più l'elicottero.
Barry?
Why isn't he inside?
Oh God! Oh God!
Corri, Barry, ti prego, non morire.
Barry, look out! Barry, move! Barry!
He made it inside, Wake. He's okay.
Se lo dici tu.
The storefront's blocked. Come on, Wake, let's go around. We can meet him in the back.
Dove stiamo andando? Scusami, fammi strada, grazie. Secondo voi, se arrivo fino a giù, no? C'è qualcosa? Come andare a vedere qua? No. Non c'è un bel niente. Solo lui che sta per morire. Oh, no, ma tu mi devi dire chi è stato. Lui. Balordo. Mazza, lei è forte proprio. Gagliarda e tosta, sheriff.
We can make it through the bookstore. Wheeler should be waiting for us in the backyard.
Down or I'll call the sheriff.
Oh, hi, Doc. I've got it. Don't worry about it.
Sarah, about time somebody showed up. All the shooting in the air is idiotic. One of these days they'll kill somebody. And over Deerfest.
I know. Go back to bed. He's got a point, Wake. Look, this town can't take this.
It's me they want. The sooner I get out of here, the sooner you can all get back to life as usual.
E va
I
Vattin
hope
allora,
you're
va.
right. Come on, let me get this door open.
Wait, You got the keys to the bookstore?
Perks of being the sheriff. A girl needs to get around.
E comunque cioè non mi sembra che ci sia la finestra, cioè il vetro.
They're really taking advantage of your
Cynthia Weaver worked hard, following her obsessive rituals, sometimes fighting them, always giving in to them in the end. She haunted the halls of Bright Falls' abandoned power plant. She marked her caches with light-sensitive paint that could only be seen by eyes that had been touched by darkness and saved by light like she'd been. She was preparing defenses and supply lines for the war she knew would come. The war between the forces of light and darkness.
Eh già, è sempre la lotta tra il bene e il male, la luce e l'oscurità.
Right now, I'm not a big fan of my own writing.
Fammi andare a vedere che c'è sta su, va. Qualcosa di buono? Nothing. Oh, e che fai? Mi abbandoni?
I don't see Barry.
Eccolo. Mazza, già sta là. Che ha fatto?
Wait, maybe that's him. That's the way to the chopper.
I 100 metri. C'è qualcosa? Sento un respiro. Sì, dai. Qui ci sarà il bordello. Oh. No, c'è sta il caffè, c'è sta il bordello. Io mica ne so quante ne ho prese di queste cose di caffè comunque. Il circo. Io odio il circo. Allora, io penso che mi abbia dato tutto quello che mi potevano dare. Qua dentro c'è qualcosa? No. Sì. Sì, vabbè.
Barry got back to his feet inside the Bright Falls General Store and dusted himself off. Right next to the cans of baked beans was a locked case filled with flare guns, and yet here was a conveniently placed barrel of crowbars. Barry's smile widened as he realized that this was the classic movie scene where the hero had to gear up and arm himself to the teeth. Barry threw himself into the role.
Bravo Barry, così si fa. E se dà svampa Barry. Tu sali, io scendo.
I'm gonna give Pastor Howard a piece of my mind about this lock. I told him to get it fixed.
Dai, si combatte, su. Dai, Vado avanti io, su. Voglio fare un po' l'eroe. Tutto qui? Beh. Ah, ecco. Ah, c'è quello veloce. Oh, che stava a dire che potenza. Ma sdrumato. Dove cacchio sta Però spara a coso. Mamma mia. Leccina, ma no, scusate.
Okay, it's open. Let's go, Wake.
To. Guarda caso, mo it's open. Dov'è, signori?
Wow.
We keep them lit all night long on the night before Deerfest.
Why?
Well, it's tradition.
For it to be free, the Dark Presence needed the writer to finish the story. Again and again, the story let it get frustratingly close to the writer without letting it capture him. It was bound by the events depicted in the manuscript, but it could pursue the writer indirectly, put others on the task, and stop those who would help him. It took over everything in its path, made them its puppets, and sent them after Alan Wake.
Oh, c'ho un faro, non c'ho una luce.
We're almost there. We'll have to go through the basement to get to the parking lot.
Yeah, there's no way going through the crypt will turn out to be a bad idea.
Andiamo, va. Vado io. Oh, nella cripta. Non mi mette il fucile a pompa qua perché secondo me... Infatti vedi che lui evita. Quindi se evita vuol dire che ci stanno i mostri. Anche meno coso. Ma chi è che mi ha tirata la cosa? Ma io dico pure. Vorrei sapere chi è stato che mi ha tirato l'accetta. Porca paletta, l'accetta. Ricarica, Alan. Che ha fatta, oh. Ah, è lui, grande Barry.
You didn't like that one? A tough audience. Well, I got plenty more.
Mazza, ti sei
What are the Christmas lights for?
acchittato bene.
Protection, man. Like garlic against vampires.
C'hai ragione.
Vampires.
Più luce
The
fai,
helicopter's just across the parking lot and up the hill. Come on.
più luce fai, è vero, e più stai sicuro.
The Bright Falls General Store is now my favorite place in the entire world. See this headlamp? It's like a superpower. I can just look at one of those things and they die. It's my flaming eye of Mordor. I wish I didn't say that.
Alice had screamed until she had no voice left to scream. Around her, the darkness was alive. It was cold and wet and malevolent and without end. She was a prisoner, trapped in the dark place. The terror would have burned her mind out, but one thing made her hang on. She could sense Alan in the dark. She could hear him. She could see the words he was writing as flickering shadows. He sensed her too. He was trying to work his way to her.
Yeah.
Hey, I want a headlamp.
Last one.
Bastard.
Guarda che luna. Dove sta? Oh. Ci sono solo le stelle.
When someone throws a damn school bus at your head and you're about to take a helicopter ride with someone who may or may not have a pilot's license, you're cleared for departure tonight, spring.
Oh, c'è qualcosa lì che sbrilluccica. E ci stanno pure i mostri. Va. Matta pesca. Dove manna? Signori. Ecco. Albero. sentita tutta. Anche lui l'ha sentita.
The helicopter's just up ahead. I'll need a while to prep for takeoff.
Don't take too long. I want to get out of here.
Non ho bisogno delle pile a lidio. Va bene. C'è sta la cassettina dei... No, c'è sta una bombola. 2 bombole. Ah, qui c'è sta il Maraganamu. Te lo dico io. Guarda qua. Ah, quelle accecanti. Sì, mo. Ragazzi, qua c'è sta il super... A me mi piace più questo qua a pompa, sinceramente. Infatti mo sto a PA. Bene. Dove sta? Super combattimento, ragazzi. Oh, ci sta pure una lettera là per terra. Una lettera.
You will never turn back.
We're not ready to take off.
Get ready, I'll hold them off.
Ma chi sto a sparare? No, già mi avete scaciottato l'anima. Sono morto. Cioè, non ho fatto una combo, non ci ho capito niente.
Get ready, I'll hold them off.
Tiè, vai, fuori uno. Tiè. Fuori due, tiè. Via così. Su. Smammate perché mi avete già scaciottato. Ma non c'è sta nessuno, non ho capito. Explosion. Vabbè, questa si poteva pure evitare. Oh. Oh, il caffè. Dove state? Noi io sparo solo questo. E si avvicina sempre di più.
Wait, we're leaving. Get a move on.
Wait, you better put an end to this.
Just get me to Weaver, Sheriff.
You're taking a big chance on a local crazy lady, Al. I hope you're right about her, or we can kiss this town goodbye.
Figo.
I hope you know how to deal with this, Wake. I guess you New Yorkers are used to rough situations like this.
Right. The city's a war zone. King Kong, mutant alligators, and Alex Casey shoots the place up every weekend. Look, I never even carried a gun until a couple of days ago.
Well, my dad used to be a cop there. Tells some pretty wild stories.
Stuff like this?
No, just normal bad stuff. Kind of like your books, Wake. I used to tease Dad that he was just like Alex Casey.
You've read me.
Oh, sure. You're a pretty good writer. A little heavy on the metaphors, maybe.
Sbaglio o scatta un
Nobody's ever
pochino
said that
l'elicottero?
before.
We're coming up on the power plant. See the lit building over there? And that's the dam further up the river. I can't land here. I'll take her down the road across the river.
Just get me there, Sheriff.
Questa niga.
Hold on!
Infatti ti conviene scendere, perché mi sa che loro mo passano un brutto quarto d'ora sopra quell'elicottero. Avete capito, sì, che con me si scherza. Che vi posso rompere così. Oh, coffee break. Quanta roba c'ho? Ah, mo' c'ho più niente. No, vabbè, follia. È conclusa, guardate che figata, stiamo sulla diga. Dai, penso che è quasi finito, siamo al quinto episodio e niente, ci manca penso questo, non so se ce n'è un altro, io non me lo ricordo sinceramente, forse c'è questo e poi c'è la conclusione, diciamo. È figo, mi è piaciuto prima perché stavamo tutti quanti insieme ed era più divertente, adesso sono tornato un'altra volta da solo disarmato, vabbè. Scopriremo nella prossima puntata che cosa succederà. Come sempre, se vi è piaciuto il video mettete un like e ricordatevi soprattutto di iscrivervi al mio canale Raistlin. Ciao e alla prossima!